Well, hello there and welcome back to another video. So today, no script or anything. I just got done watching the overview trailer for the Switch Online expansion pack and kind of the details that goes on there, because for those who haven't watched it yet, the Animal Crossing news came out today and they had a kind of Animal Crossing Direct that just happened at the time of this recording. And they showed off some really cool stuff, by the way, which we can also talk about. So they added Brewster, and they added a coffee shop, and that's really cool. And this is part of the free update. They also added Cap'n, which he takes you to like different islands and stuff that have different weather effects, different time of day, and have unique stuff to that island, I guess. There's also some minor improvements, quality of life features, stuff like that. Not quality of life features that I wanted, but they're there nonetheless. I personally really wanted batch crafting, like being able to craft a batch of stuff rather than having to do one item at a time. That gets really annoying, and I'm surprised we haven't seen that update yet, because it just seems like a no-brainer decision, but whatever. Hopefully we get a smaller update down the line. It was surprising to me that this is the final free update, like final major free update, which is kind of surprising. I thought we'd get at least one more. So like it says final free major update, so like there's probably going to be minor updates here and there. So I'm hoping that's when we get the crafting batch items update, because that really needs to be in there. But yeah, also there's going to be a paid DLC with the game, which I didn't expect this soon, actually, like right afterwards. They kind of hinted at it after saying like, oh, the final free update, and I was like, oh, there's probably going to be DLC down the line. Well, no, it's that day too, which is strange, but whatever. It looks actually pretty good. Basically, they announced Happy Home Paradise, which is kind of like a Happy Home Designer on the 3DS, except it's integrated into a more fleshed out, more thought out experience. So like instead of just designing houses, you're designing houses, but you're doing it in the form of like a job. You're working on this island and you're helping these villagers out and stuff, and you're designing. But you can also bring some of those design ideas back to your island, which I think is pretty cool. Although they didn't say some of the features that you can do on the Happy Home Paradise Island. Like they didn't mention the fact that you can easily move around stuff on the outside of these villagers' houses. But back at your own island, I don't think you can do that. They didn't mention it, so I don't think you can. But yeah, honestly, this DLC looks pretty fun, not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna get it because it's integrated into Switch Online for a weird reason. And this is kind of the part where things kind of sour a little bit, is the Switch Online expansion pack pricing. Now, people thought that it was going to jump up to like $30 for the individual pack. Like $10 more for the expansion pack. That kind of makes sense, right? Or, you know what? Let's just say $20 more. $40. Still not great, but they bumped it up to $50 for the individual subscription. That's kind of, it doesn't settle right with me. Now, of course, I'm still going to get it. I really want to play N64 games. I'm curious on the Sega Genesis side. But you know what? I can go for Sonic 2 and Strider. That actually sounds pretty fun. Even though we've gotten Sega Genesis packs and bundles and stuff before and on the Switch, so that's a little weird, but regardless, that's another thing. But honestly, Sega Genesis Online and N64 Online is a pretty great way to advertise, like, oh, this isn't just playing old games, it's playing old games in a modern way, sort of, with online features. That's great. Pricing, I feel like, is going to be very controversial, though. $50, again, for the individual pack. I believe it's $80 for the family, which I'm not on family, so that's why I'm not mentioning it too much, but that's $80. That's still pretty steep, especially since I don't know. I was hoping at the end, so they had an overview trailer of like kind of the details going into it. I was hoping at the end they would say something on the lines of, hey, this is it for now, but there will be new stuff added at a later date, right? Because they basically added Animal Crossing DLC at the last minute, it seems like, to make it more enticing. And it's not more enticing. It's even less enticing because it's so weird that they added this specific DLC to it. Like, are they going to do this for more DLC down the line? That'd be kind of interesting. But at the same time, it's not a new game. It's DLC. You know, it's not like, oh, this old or, you know, beloved classic is going to be added to the pack. No, it's this DLC is going to be added to the pass. It's a little strange. And I think they did it, maybe not last minute, but they did it knowing that it might ease the pain of paying $50 a year for this pack, which without Animal Crossing is N64 games and Genesis games. That in the Genesis games, you can basically get a lot of these games on the Switch already with Sega Genesis Collection Classics on the Switch. I forgot the actual name, but yeah. I was actually planning on getting it eventually, but not unless there's games on it that are exclusive to that and not on the Switch Online. But yeah, this is kind of it kind of ended the Animal Crossing Direct on a kind of sour note. Just because it was like, oh, okay, we get news on expansion pack. Oh, cool. Animal Crossing is on there. That's cool. That's neat. Right? Like an added bonus. Like, oh, if you're planning on upgrading anyways, then adding Animal Crossing is, you know, like it's an added bonus. Especially if you already have the game. However, with this price increase, I think it's going to be very controversial. And I'm going to get it, but I'm not going to be happy about it. I'm not going to be happy about it, but I'm still going to get it because I'm that person. But I will be complaining about it, that's for sure. So yeah, let me know what you think about this price increase. And are you going to be getting the online expansion, or are you going to be settling with the regular pack, the Nintendo Switch Online minus expansion pack? And also let me know how you felt about Animal Crossing. I feel like they're adding enough to the game to make it worth getting back to. I'm actually pretty excited about going back. But just those quality of life features I would have loved to have. And hopefully we get them down the line, but it's been a bit since the release, right? Since it was early pandemic when we got Animal Crossing. So to see that they haven't added those kind of quality of life features makes me a little nervous that we're not going to see them, at least for a while. But that's all for today, and I know this is more of a quick news update, but I kind of wanted to get out there and share my thoughts on the subject because I know this is going to be a little bit controversial, and when I mean a little bit, I mean a lot. But yeah, give me your thoughts down below. Are you interested? Are you a little skeptical? Do you think they're going to be adding more content to the expansion pack along the way? Because that's what I think. In the trailer, they showed like these empty spaces beside Genesis and Nintendo 64. I really think that they're going to add, like Game Boy Advance down the line. And you know what? If they even add the Sega Dreamcast, that would be freaking amazing. But that's all down the line, and we don't know if they're going to even be doing that. But those spaces, to me, at least have some potential to have other consoles down the line. But again, we're going to have to see, and it makes me nervous that they didn't mention it in the trailer. That would have made it a softer blow if we knew that more stuff was coming down the line. Like more than just more N64 games and Genesis games. So yeah, that's it. So I guess I'll see y'all in the next video. God bless.